This is Matt Thomas on behalf of the Lone Star Conference. As we wrap up Savage Storm Week here at the Lone Star Conference, we're here with Director of Athletics Keith Baxter. Keith, we've talked with members of the other three fall sports, kind of got the state of their programs. Can you give us the state of the Southeastern Athletic program on the whole?
Well, Matt, I feel like the Southeastern Athletics right now is in a good spot. We've set high standards, we've set high expectations for each one of our programs, and our coaches and student athletes are striving to meet those expectations every day. We have room for improvement. We always have room for improvement, but our goal is to compete conference-wide, regionally, and then compete for national championships within each one of our sports. We've got challenges ahead of us to face, and we're committed to facing those challenges with the greatest speed that we have possible.
You mentioned competing in the conference. This is the last year for Southeastern in the Lone Star Conference. Can you talk a little bit about being an administrator and a coach in the conference and how it's been over the past 10 plus years?
We've had a great relationship with the Lone Star Conference, and this year is kind of bittersweet. You know, we have a bright future that we're moving into, but we've also had a very historic past, and as being members of the Lone Star Conference for the past 15 or 16 years. There have been some great memories, great relationships that we still have in the Lone Star Conference, and we want to continue to keep those relationships and nurture those relationships. There's great people within the Lone Star Conference, there's great teams, programs throughout. They're nationally recognized as a top conference, and it's been a privilege for Southeastern to be a member of that conference. And again, the level of competition within the Lone Star has been great. I feel like our programs have competed at some of the highest levels within that, with national championships being won in baseball, with national runners-up in women's basketball, and being able to compete regionally in many of the other sports. So again, this year is kind of a bittersweet situation for us as we move through playing some of the teams for the last time, and hopefully we'll be able to continue some of those relationships in the future.
We talked a little bit about where Southeastern Athletics is now. Where is Southeastern Athletics headed down the road?
Well, again, as we said earlier, we've got high expectations for each one of our programs. The bar has been set high by all of the coaches and administrators that have been here in the past, and we want to continue to pursue excellence within each one of our programs. You know, as we move forward into this merger with the new conference, there's a lot of unknowns, and we want to go full speed ahead, cautiously, but also with great expectations, and again, setting the standards high. Take the good things from the Lone Star Conference that we've had in the past, and try to merge those in the future with the direction that we're going. I feel like over the next 2 to 3 years, it's going to be a learning process for some of us. It's going to be again, facing some of those unknowns is going to be challenging, but I feel like our coaches and our student athletes at the end of the day are going to be benefited from this move, and it's going to be a positive thing for Southeastern as a university, for Southeastern students, and for Southeastern student athletes.
Thanks, Keith. For the Lone Star Conference, this is Matt Thomas during Savage Storm Week.